Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola from the west side. It is almost my birthday. It is already February the 4th on the east side. But for those of y'all who know that, I majored in math in college, and so I'm a math person. So it is technically not my birthday until 8:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that is the time that I was actually born. And I know it's not Beyonce's internet yet, because Cat Williams is still, renting it out from her. But I post this every year on my birthday. And so it is already my birthday on the East Coast. Hey, cynical one. And I like this, so let me pull it down, y'all. I'm gonna pull it. Hey, Bree. And tonight I'm off camera because I'm really in the middle of braiding my hair. It's almost done, y'all. It's almost done. But I promise you I'm not up here looking crazy. Let me come on for a second so y'all can see that I am not here looking crazy. It's just, I'm in a head wrap. And as y'all can see, these are big braids that I braided from the little braids. But tomorrow I'll be on camera. I will be on camera, or later today for those of you on the East Coast. I'll be on camera because I will be coming on at some point on Sunday. But I came on tonight, y'all, for the pre-birthday. If you saw my community wall, I let you guys know that I was in a poetry contest today. It was a Black History Month poetry contest, but it was dealing with Dr. Martin Luther King, and specifically, it was dealing with what would he think of the world today, where we are today, if he were still here, what would he say? And so I wrote a poem that is entitled He Had a Dream. And I will be posting it on the Purple Dividend. But I did want to let you guys know that I did come in third place. I came in third place. The poem was over, the poetry contest was over in the beef sector, like the last one. Shouts out to Jill's Comfort Zone for putting on these poetry contests. Her next one will be in the fall, and it will be the same as the first one that I was in, which was a fall harvest, but I'm sure she'll have a different theme for it than she did last year. But I came in third place with my poetry entitled He Had a Dream. And I am going to share it before I get off of here with you guys. I am. But I'm excited because I was completely shocked, y'all. I did not think that I was going to place. I really, really did not. But I did go by what the criteria was. And the criteria for the poetry was, you wanted to pull from what Martin had put out, and you wanted to go through that and do a poem based on his thoughts back then and what you think today. And I have to be honest with y'all. We are like 60 years removed from the I Have a Dream speech. It'll be 61 this August. And we're still fighting for so much of what Dr. Martin Luther King set out for. But I wonder if he would have the same stance on the civil rights movement and just civil rights, period, in today's world, or would his view now be more similar to what Malcolm's was? I wonder, because I believe that his views were changing somewhat as he got closer to the time where he was unalived. But I don't think that he was completely where Malcolm was, but I also don't believe that he was completely where he was in 1963 when he did the I Have a Dream speech. Hey, Jill. But I loved how each one of the contestants came at this from a different perspective. We had one contestant that was from across the pond, Z Sarah, and I loved her perspective because she's someone who doesn't live in the United States. And so she didn't live, she doesn't have the same experience around the civil rights movement and the thoughts about it as we do. So it was interesting to get her perspective
as well, because she was doing just like we were and looking at it from where would MLK be? How would he think about the progress today? And then we also had Demetra Lit All Day, who won, by the way. We had Indigo, who came in second place. Then you have myself, came in third. Then we had Mama Globo, who won the last one. And then we had Zisara. Now we had someone else who was trying to get in, but it just there were so many technical issues. I'm telling you, StreamYards was just trying not to allow us to be great. And I'm having like some issues with it myself tonight, because like normally I'm able to get the StreamYards sound to come through my computer, and I can hear, like the music that you guys hear in the background. I can only hear it through my headset tonight. So there's something going on with StreamYard and sound. There's something going on with them and the sound. Something's going on with StreamYard. And like Jill, when I came into to do the sound check for it, I did have to come. I came in twice, and then after that, everything was fine. But now I think, whatever that sound issue is that you were having, I think it must be global with StreamYard today, because I normally do not have an issue with being able to hear the sound from StreamYard, the music, and the my intro and outro, which are both uploaded into StreamYard. But everything is in the headset today. So it's definitely StreamYard, because it wouldn't even, when I went into the settings, when I tried to put it on the computer so I could hear it coming out of the computer, it said it was playing, but it was playing absolutely nothing. So I think the issue, whatever's going on, it's a StreamYard issue. I think it's a StreamYard issue. But I was very pleased with the turnout today. I know that it wasn't probably as many people as we would have had, but Miss Jill's health was more important than doing this contest last month. And I'm going to put this out to everyone. I know that we are all starting to be very, very laxed about wearing masks when we're out in public and around other people that are not in our households. But I would encourage everyone that if you are in large crowds, or if you're around people that you're not around on a daily basis, to mask up, because a lot of people are catching it. And most people at this point, you have to run after them to get them to take any shot related to it. So everyone do their due diligence and make sure that you are protecting yourself and those around you, because you still don't want to get it. It's not fun having it. And it still takes a minute for you to get over it. So, and please don't forget that we also have the flu out there. And the weather is just doing crazy things. Like we've been having rain here, just started again. It was supposed to rain today, but it didn't. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it probably will. Yeah, it's supposed to rain on my birthday. We're supposed to have rain off and on in Southern California until Tuesday. And what that means is if we're going to have rain, then the rest of the country is going to have rain or snow later on in the week. So, as this weather is changing, it's just make sure that you're protecting yourself. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Just do everything that you can to protect yourself so you don't end up, getting anything right now, because it's not fun. And I know a few people that have gotten it here as well. So, yeah. Protect yourself. But back to the contest. I still think we had a great turnout for this weekend. And I think that even though you wanted to do it in January, Miss Jill, I think that it was a great way to start off Black History Month. I really do. I think that it was a great way to start it off. Makes me want to do a spotlight this month on the poet Langston Hughes, or maybe on the poet Maya Angelou, because I've already done a spotlight on Nikki Giovanni before, and I did a spotlight on Phyllis Wheatley. And Phyllis Wheatley was a poet way back in the 1700s. And she was published. She published a book of poetry while she's still enslaved. And they had to prove that it was actually her who did the poetry. Yeah. But she was I believe she was from Gambia, from what is present day Gambia. I believe that's where she was from. And I did something on her I think it was the year before last. But yeah, now I think I'll do something I always do something on a Black poet during Black History Month. But maybe I'll do one on both Maya and one on Langston Hughes. Who says I can't do two? I've already done Nikki Giovanni, my Sarah, and I've already done Phyllis Wheatley, who a lot of people don't know about. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my archive and post the one about Phyllis Wheatley on my community wall so that people will go back and watch that. And I'm going to look into some other I'm going to give you guys some Black poets doing Black History Month. I think y'all need to know about some. And there's another one that I want to do, and her name is Wanda Robinson, although she does not go by the name Wanda Robinson anymore. But she did some poetry back in the 70s, spoken word rather, to music back in the 70s. You know, putting poetry to a musical beat is not, not something new. I mean, yeah, I know we have rap, which is a form of poetry, but I mean, what we know to be poetry, what we have always accepted to be poetry, done in the spoken word, the last poets who are still around. I love the last poets. Man, I still have I permanently borrowed their album from my father. I permanently borrowed that album from my dad. Hey, Angie. Yeah, I permanently borrowed that album. For those who are younger, the Last Poets is a revolutionary poet group that their heyday was in the 70s, and they did their poetry in spoken word form to percussions. If you saw the movie Poetic Justice, at one of the scenes in the park, when they were in the park, when they were driving up north, the Last Poets were in one of those scenes, and they were doing their poem about revolution. I'm trying to remember what the name of that poem is. Let me think about that for a second. Give me a second. I gotta think. What is the name of that poem? Last Poets. It is, it's called In Words Are Scared of Revolution. That's the poem that you see a snippet of them performing in Poetic Justice. But I mean, they have a poem that one of the poems that I love is called Black Thighs. And it's about us black women and our black thighs. You know, it was a love poem to black women. But yeah, I love that Jill did this contest. I love that she's doing these contests. It's really inspiring me to maybe do some like little just poetry jam sessions where we come and just share some of our work on my other channel, the Purple Diva Den. So I'm thinking I might want to do that. So I'm gonna probably like maybe reach out to some of these ladies and gentlemen, because we have some gentlemen on here who are poets as well, and see if we can do one of those. I'm not thinking I'm gonna try to push it into Black History Month, but I do think that I'm going to try to see when I should do that and just do it on a Friday night, and I've gone on there and shared some of my poetry live. So I think that will be, maybe I'll do one where I just get on there and do just like a 30-minute live or a 45-minute live, sharing my poetry. If someone else comes through, then hey, we will drop the link and let other poets come up. But I definitely think that I need to start doing that. And I think when I do it, I'll talk about what inspired the poem. because every poem is just inspired by something. Yeah. Y'all like my background today? I went and got pulled that out of Canva. I shortened one of the little balloon videos and just made my little background for today and tomorrow with the balloons going in the air, so I could have me that, we're in party mode. And I don't think I'm and FYI, I won't be eating. I might eat some cake tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe if I make a cake. I am not a birthday cake kind of girl. I'm really not. I'm not that into sweets. Probably why I'm a skinny girl. It's probably why I'm a skinny girl. But I'm a skinny girl with curves, because there are certain foods that will give me extra weight, like my favorite, which is French fries. French fries, yes, go to my thighs. And so I don't eat potatoes as much as I would love to eat potatoes. But if I ate potatoes like every day for like about 30 days, I'd gain about 10 pounds. Now that's not bad, because it's probably 10 pounds that I could probably use. But the problem is, whenever the weight comes, it doesn't go where I want it to go. If it goes to the booty and to the thighs, okay, that's fine. But I don't want no gut. We're not trying to. We're trying to keep the flat stomach. But one of the things that I am going to be sharing soon, now that I've kind of got the space to do it to film, is I am going to be sharing some of the exercise that I do, like, Pilates, yoga. I also have these exercises that I do that are like lazy exercises that you can do like on your bed, sitting in a chair. So I will give y'all some of those. I'll do some videos. Those will be kind of under my senior life, my lifestyle stuff, because as we get older, most of us, our metabolisms slow down. Mine hasn't slowed down, but nonetheless, I still have to exercise regularly, especially because I am a woman of a certain age. I'm going to be 61 in hours. And I also was a heavy work. I worked out a lot when I was younger, but now I've got to tone some things up, because, muscle, even things like six packs, if you don't keep them up together, they can soften up. So I got to work on my six pack, getting all of those muscles back the way that they should be. I don't want no soft there. So I'll be doing, showing y'all some of the exercises that I do for abs. And I'm not doing sit-ups, because here's the thing. Most of us as women, as we get older, the sit-ups are not as easy to do. Also, most of us do not do them correctly. We don't have our back in the correct position when we're doing sit-ups. So I'm going to show you guys these other exercises that I do that do the same thing that sit-ups do, without, the back being involved. And, And one of the reasons why I don't necessarily do sit-ups is because I have scoliosis. So I'm not able to do sit-ups the way that they should be done correctly for as many times as I need to be doing them. Let's see what you guys are saying. But yeah, I'm gonna, share some of those things with y'all because, ladies, we got to keep ourselves together as we get older. Like, I walk multiple times a week. I go walking. I used to walk every day, but now that it's winter and it gets dark early, I walk at least 3 to 4 times a week. But once we go to forever daylight savings time, which we're supposed to go to forever daylight savings time this April. Remember? Does everybody remember that this year, when we spring forward this spring, we're going to stay sprung forward. We're never going to fall back. The 2024 is when daylight savings time is permanent for every state except for the states that never participated in daylight savings time, like Arizona never participated. And it's a couple of other states. I can't remember who they. I don't think Hawaii does daylight savings time, and I do not believe that Alaska does it either. But there's like about 4 or 5 states that have never done daylight savings time. But when the state that I'm in, California, decided that they didn't want to do daylight savings time anymore, everybody has to stop doing daylight savings time because it was an act of Congress that gave us daylight savings time. So an act of Congress had to take it away. And all we're doing is playing with time because we were an agricultural society, but we're not anymore. Not that we don't still have agriculture, but that is not what we mainly do. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking, Bree. That I didn't think Hawaii did it because I remember not the company that I work for now, but when I worked in loan originations, and the lender that I worked for, we had offices in Hawaii. I remembered when we would go to daylight savings time that they would only be that they didn't do it. It was just crazy. I also remember that Arizona never did it. So my personal desire is that I wanted us to fall back forever. I wanted us to just be in regular time. I did not want us to be springing forward permanently. And here's why. Because every time we spring forward, it messes with some people's health. Some people have health issues when we spring forward and lose that hour. They don't say anything about any health issues coming from us, gaining an hour of sleep. But when we lose an hour, it affects people. So we're about to do it for the last time, y'all. We're about to do it for the last time. Y'all, I have this elderflower and honey candle burning over here. I just lit it. It smells so good. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's right. It is Aquarius season. It is also the age of Aquarius. We are now in the age of Aquarius. So everybody start getting yourselves together because you want to get any blessings that are about to come, because some people are going to get blessed. Y'all see what just happened to Meg the Stallion, because she was ready. And y'all see what is going on with our girl Nicki Minaj. What is going on? Nicki's losing her mind. She is becoming unhinged. I don't know how she is and the Barbs are handling Meg Thee Stallion's hiss being number one. I wonder how they're handling that. Megan's an Aquarian, yes she is. And she was in, I'm gonna say she was in her petty. She was in her petty. We are petty. We're petty. You know, and the other thing about us is that we tend to not show our emotions for the most part. We can, you know, act like we don't give a F because we really don't. Because we really don't. You know. But, you know, Hiss hit and Bigfoot did not. You know. And Nicki, you did this because I'm not saying that this song wouldn't have hit, but it might not have been number one if you hadn't done that. But girl, that was you. Now she's got some concerts coming up. Yep, Meg Thee Stallion's gonna be doing some concerts. Her birthday is coming up. Her birthday is February the 15th. Child, Meg is the same age as my baby. She's the same age as my son. She's a 95 baby. She's going to be 29. That is so funny. That is funny to me. And y'all trying to say Meg's not that old, Meg's not that young. I'm sorry. If you are under the age of 30, yes, you are young. And she's just a couple of years from her brain being fully developed. She's still young. She's still in her prime. You know? Is she going to be the next big thing? I don't know. But I know that right now, she's number one on the Billboard charts. She did it as an independent artist. And she owns her own freaking masters. She's not in a 360 deal anymore. Nicki, are you still in a 360 deal? If you are still in the 360 deal, then it's you who doesn't know how to read contracts. Because Meg corrected that situation. And now she's putting her money where her mouth is. She's doing it. Hey, TC. Thank you. She's putting her money where her mouth is. I Nikki needs to go on tour, but I'm concerned as to whether, she's mentally ready to go on tour. I'm just concerned whether, girl, are you okay? And did y'all see the Azalea Banks video on her Instagram? If you did not, you can go check out Couture Bay. You can go check out Jovi Beauty. They got you. I would highly suggest that if you haven't listened to what Azalea was saying, that you go listen to it. Now, I know Azalea be on some stuff most of the time, and you can't listen to everything she's saying, but the stuff that she said about in regards to Nikki, it's making a lot of sense. And I did not know that Nikki had done what K. Michelle had done, and just somebody needs to. How is someone in the entertainment industry going and getting this stuff put in their behind that could affect their health, and that they're going to need to go get taken out? And then my other question is, why you don't have the money to get it taken out, Nikki? You, of all people, should be able to get that taken out. Thank God K. Michelle got that stuff handled, and she was honest about it, and told people what happened. I mean, that girl, she's fortunate to still be here. But I'm just wondering, why did Nikki, maybe, okay, early in your career, you did what you needed to do, but girl, ladies, do not go get injections in your behind. If God didn't give you the booty, don't go do that. It is a myth that all Black women have a behind or have big booties. We all don't have big booties. We all got got some booty, but I'm part of the little booty crew. And it has never occurred to me. I've never had the thought to go put something in my behind, because I don't have no fat on me to give. And if you don't have the fat on you to go put, there, then yeah, they find other things. I mean, and they were using all kinds of stuff. People were just going into these crazy places to unlicensed people and getting this stuff done. with you, Nikki? Is the rumors true? Do you need to go get some stuff taken out? And let's not forget about what's going on over there with Wendy Williams because of things that she had put into her body. I personally think that I'm not saying she might not have gotten Graves' disease, but I think that her implants and all of the other stuff that she's done helped that along. And did y'all see that? Did y'all see the documentary trailer? Oh man, that just made me feel so bad. Wendy Williams is younger than me. Okay, she's 58. I'm like 3 years older than her. And she's in a guardianship. There's things going on with her. When you watched that trailer, addiction is real. And if you looked at that, you could see she had probably more of an alcohol issue than she let on. And I don't think it was just alcohol, but that's just me. I know it wasn't the ganja, but I think it was more than alcohol. I think she might have been, doing some of the party favors that she did back in the day. And you can't do the same kind of stuff. You can't be doing that kind of stuff that you were doing back in the day. When you were in your 20s and your 30s, your body was in a whole different situation. When you in your 50s, you can't be doing all the same kind of stuff. Your body cannot take it. Your body can't take that. See, that's the reason why the only thing that I ever did was a plant. The plant that they're fighting over whether they're going to make it 100% legal across the country. That's the only thing I ever did. I don't know. When the 80s came around and, all that stuff came into the inner city, that was the time that I was going away to college. That's one of the reasons why I got as far away from DC as possible. That's why I'm way across the country now. Because DC in the 80s, no, that was not the place to be. That's the reason why my brother was uprooted from his hometown and came to California as a young black boy. Because, yeah. 80s DC was no joke. Now DC is so gentrified, it's like, yeah. Most of the people that I know, most of my friends and everything, very few of them still live in the city, even if they grew up in the city. Like they live outside of the city. They live in the suburbs, in areas that were considered the boondocks when I was growing up, like Waldorf and Brandywine, which are in southern Maryland. Now those are like full-fledged cities. They're no longer the country. It's like the suburbs has moved further out. Exactly, Bree. I'm trying to wrap my head around people like a Nicki Minaj, who, I don't know, are we the ones who are high and think that this girl had money, that she shouldn't have been going and getting these, unsafe, illegal practices done on her? I'm just, I'm wondering. Maybe we're the Delulu ones, But and if she didn't have the money, where did her money go? Where'd your money go, Nikki? Where's your money? What happened to it? What happened to your money? Because I'm just trying to understand why a K Michelle has valued her life and gone and got that crap out of her body, and you're still sitting here with that stuff in your body. We know K Michelle ain't had no money, so we understand. But even though she ain't had no money, she had enough love and hip hop money to go take care of that. Now, you don't need love and hip hop money. You got the money, girl. Or do you? Has your husband? Never mind. Let me just drink my wine. Shut my mouth. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to understand why you are still walking around with that stuff in your body. And that maybe that's part of why you are becoming unhinged too, online. Because that stuff, the problem with this is that it doesn't stay where you had it injected. It goes other places in your body. It can affect your health. And it can affect your mental health. I don't know. I never even thought about it. Even with me, as a teenager, you know how teenage girls, we all want breasts. We all want to have, we all want to have big boobs, or what we consider to be big. We all pray for that. Some of us get blessed with those big ones, and then some of us don't, and are thankful that we didn't get what we asked for. Because, anything bigger than a D cup would look weird on me. And God gave me what He gave me. And it is what it is. But I never thought about getting implants when I was younger. I never thought about it. And the reason I didn't think about it is because, at least during the time period when I was in that age range, before I had my son, you wouldn't be able to, most women, if they got implants, then they couldn't breastfeed their children. And I wanted to be able to breastfeed my son. Now, I know now they're able to get implants and they're still able to breastfeed if they want to, because they do it in such a way that they connect everything back. But, I was in my 20s in the 80s. And I think that's when they were still using some things that we now know are not safe to be putting into our bodies. So I'm kind of glad I didn't do it anyway. Hey, James. It's my birthday weekend, James. I'm going to be 61 tomorrow. I know, y'all. I do not look 61. I don't even look like I'm 60 right now. I look like I'm in my 40s. I realize that. But realize this, when I was in my 40s, I didn't look like I was in my 40s. When I was in my 40s, I didn't. I looked like I was in my 30s. And I still look like I was in my 30s when I was in my 50s until I started to get into my later 50s. Then I started to look like I was in my 40s. But I've always looked like I was at least 10 years younger than what I am. When I was in my 20s, men who were my age weren't talking to me because they thought I was a teenager. So I would have the young boys talking to me. I don't mean under 18. I mean the 18 and 19-year-olds were trying to holler at me when I was like 24, 25, 26. And here's the sad thing. They didn't look like they were 18 or 19. I looked like I was their age. They thought I was their age. They didn't realize that I was older. So I've always looked younger. I mean, and my dad, who this week made 85, does not look like he's 85. My dad probably looks like he's in his 60s. Yeah, he probably looks like he's in his 60s. Yeah, that's where, and I'm in my 60s, so he can't possibly be in his 60s. But my dad was my parents were in their 20s when they had me. So, I was the 20s baby. I think, yeah, they were in their 30s, but when my siblings came. But I was their 20s baby. And my son was not I did not have my son in my 20s. I decided that I needed to get myself together. I mean, I was married for a couple of years. I made what I thought was a decent salary to be able to handle our kid. It still was a struggle. It still was a struggle with daycare back then. Now, I don't even understand how parents can afford daycare. I would have to be a work from home mom. I wouldn't be able to afford daycare now because it's crazy. It's crazy now. Let's see what y'all doing. So, let me see. I'm trying to think what else did I have on because I know I'm almost at an hour. I don't be on here for more than an hour. I will be back on tomorrow. I will be back on tomorrow because tomorrow's my birthday. I'll probably be it'll be the afternoon for me, but it'll be evening for those of you who are east of the Mississippi. Yeah, because there's gonna be, I know how folks do on YouTube. There's been la going on all weekend, so there's been la going on all weekend. It's probably gonna be going on tomorrow, but I'm gonna squeeze in there to celebrate my birthday, because we go out. I might go out to dinner tomorrow. But since I'm off on Monday, I might do something on Monday during the day when my son is gone, like I did yesterday during the day, because I was off yesterday. But I am so happy that I participated in the poetry contest today. Every time Jill does these, I write an original poem for the event. So she is stretching me because I'm writing about topics that I probably wouldn't think about writing about. But it is keeping me in my creative bag. Definitely has inspired me to do more with my poetry and my poetry channel. I'm already working on a collection of my poetry, and I'm also trying to put some of those into spoken word form and do a spoken word album of some of my poetry. So I'm working on some things in regards with it. But I'm about to be back to my acting thing again, y'all. I got cast in another movie. And in this movie, the character that I'm playing is a stutterer, which I am. I'm what you call a recovered stutterer, because I did the speech therapy growing up, and most of the time I do not stutter. But the character also has Tourette's. So I am working on being able to put the speech impediment together with Tourette's. Now, the last character that I played was a drug addict. Not a crack addict. I think my character was either cocaine or heroin. I told them that she couldn't be a crack. It needed to be something other than that. And I think that I did a pretty good job at that. But now I've got to do this one with the speech impediment. So I am learning my lines for the character. I have to now, as I learn them, add stutters on certain ones, and on certain ones add, Tourette's. So it's going to be a challenge, but I will definitely let you guys know. I'm about to get out of here because y'all know I've been on here for an hour, and I'm going to be back tomorrow, and tomorrow I will be on camera. Oh, I almost forgot. Please, y'all. I almost forgot. Hold on. I almost forgot. This is the poem that I did tonight. I said I would do it before I got off of here. Hold on. It is entitled, He Had a Dream. He had a dream that his children could live a life of freedom from judgment because of the color of their skin. A dream that they would be seen for their character. But is that where we are? Or is that still a dream? He had a dream that the country of our birth would actually see our worth. But here we are, 60 years since that speech, and the dream we have not reached. He had a dream that we would be accepted. Yet all we have is that we are still rejected. He had a dream, but if he was here today, would he think that we have done okay? What would he say? He had a dream that the South would be different, that segregation and hate would dissipate. But the South of today, has it really changed? Or did it just rearrange? He had a dream of freedom from sea to shining sea. But if we are free, why don't you accept me? He had a dream that this country accept everyone. But I wonder if a Black life is one of them. He had a dream that our contributions would be celebrated. But even today, without CRT, they are negated. He had a dream, but has it come to be? Sadly, I might not ever see his dream, my dream, or be able to truly say, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. He had a dream because he was a way maker, a peacemaker. Do you have a dream? He had a dream. And that's it, y'all. So I'm about to get out of here. I am about to get out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Feliz cumpleaños a mí. I will see y'all tomorrow. I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. Let me find my outro, y'all. And I am working on new intros and outros, by the way. Working on it. But y'all know I am a production team of one. All right, so I will be on here again today. And shouts out to the replay crew. Oh, what did I do? I think I hit the wrong thing. Let me see. Hold on. I think I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, I did. I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, y'all. Shouts out to the replay crew. Feel free to leave super thanks. Feel free to cash app my birthday. $DCD Purple Diva. I will see you guys later on today for those of y'all who are on the East Coast. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for those of us who are out here on the West Side. I am out of here, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Bye, y'all.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.